springing into action, John, who is a veterinarian, ran to the roof of a concession stand, hoping it could get him close to the monorail and the little boy.
There was a fence that I jumped on, and then I was able to jump on the roof from there, and then it was a straight shot up.
John never looking back despite his fear of heights.
It didn't bother me up there because it was just concentrating on one thing, and I didn't hesitate on any of it.
The frightened little boy was in John's arms in just a few seconds as the crowd cheered from below.
So when I finally got him in my arms, honestly, there was no words. I was just mumbling, "I'm so happy, I got you. You're okay. You're okay." And then it was okay, now how do I get down from here? And luckily, another gentleman was waiting there for me, and he helped me out.
The boy was whisked away by staff, and as John descended from the roof, his wife spots him on top of the building.
I heard this, "John!" And I'm just like, and that's when it kind of like, I was able to think again and like hear everything. And I looked down, I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, yeah. I'm like, I just waved to her. I'm just like nonchalantly.
It's been a whirlwind of attention for John since Saturday night, with one special phone call from the parents of the little boy he saved.
They contacted me, and then we had a nice conversation. Obviously, super, super happy to hear that he's back with his parents. And then I got a nice thank you as well from the son, so that was nice.
And John has seen the video and cannot believe that was him who climbed onto the rail. Fear of heights still there, but he now knows he can overcome it when it really matters. Great job, John.
Apparently, John's wife couldn't believe it was him.
Yes.
John, what are you doing?
Well, she knows.
All right, we're gonna stop it here because we don't want no copyright infringement or anything like that. All right, that boy looked like it, and I would say from 5 to 7 years old at the most. I don't know how, I don't know what motivated him to go up there. Obviously, a couple things come to mind when I see that, though. You know what I mean? Like, where the hell was that kid's parents? Like, where were they? How did he, because he had to be away from his parents for a long enough period of time for him to not only get past the barricade of where the monorail was, but then to keep walking. So like, how long was he unattended, or how long did he get away from his parents? How long was that? Did he have any siblings? Like, did anybody else want to go? And like him having siblings, did that contribute to like how he kind of got lost in the mix and for him to go up there? Because if he's like 5 to 7 years old and he has like little siblings that like really need a lot of attention, it might be easy for him to like kind of skirt off whatever. Or if he has bigger siblings, maybe one of them was supposed to be watching him a little bit, and then maybe they didn't do their job, but like it looks away. It is definitely possible. I'm not gonna say it's impossible to lose your kid at an amusement park. It's definitely possible. It definitely is. However, I go to Hershey Park a lot, very often. And a lot of times it's just me and my son. And I just don't, I can't, my son would not do anything like that. Like he not really a rule breaker for real. I'm not gonna hold you. He ain't gonna push the limit. Like that's doing too much. Like that kid was doing way too much. But like, I ain't gonna lie though, I was a wanderer though. Like I was a kid wanderer when I was little. Like I always dipped off from my parents. You know what I mean? But like, it was never to do nothing like kind of like dangerous or reckless. The danger was me being by myself, right? In the 90s at the height of stranger danger, you know what I'm saying? That was the danger in itself for me separating from my family. But a lot of times I was in somebody's toy section, I was in somebody's electronic section. I was always easy to find. And I was one of those kids that, because I don't even know if they do this anymore, because I have not heard this in so long, but like this was so common to me. And that's why I thought everybody experienced this. But like when you get lost in a store, right, or your parents lose you in a store, they don't know where you're at. What they do is the common courtesy is for them to go to customer service, and then they say somebody's missing, and then they announce it on the loudspeaker. So I cannot tell you how many times that my name was called on a loudspeaker talking about your parents are looking for you, come to the front desk, and then it'd be like, and I think I did it so often that I think that my parents it almost maybe it became so passive and it just was like it like I already knew what it was like, and that was just their way because I had no cell phone or no pager or nothing like that. So that was just their form of communicating with me. Like it was like, all right, I'm not about to walk over here, walk over there. He know the deal, he know the drill, he know where to go, and we're gonna make him go to the customer service desk. But like it was common. Like, and I want my mom to actually my mom and or dad. I want them to actually vouch for this in the comment section if they see this video. But like, how often did I wander off? Like, how often? Tell the audience how often did I wander off? Because I felt like it really was common, and so like, but like I have not heard that in a while. Like I have not heard about a kid. I have not been in a Walmart in like I'm telling you, like 20 some years. Like I have not been in any store where they were announcing a kid is missing or a kid is lost, or their parents are trying to find them. So, but yeah, it's that kid was wilding. That was dangerous though. What he pulled was a little bit dangerous, and you could clearly see that he just seemed a little bit like he was confused, and especially when a bunch of people were on the ground yelling at you, he probably like, oh shit, I'm about to get in trouble. I don't know how to get down though now because now I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I don't even know how I got here. I'm just bad as shit. So I just got up here. So but yeah, so what you think about that? What's the craziest thing that you've ever done? Um, I guess in lieu of your parents, but like, have you ever been in any situation? Have you ever put yourself in harm's way, similar to this kid, or have you ever been lost in a store to where you caused your parents to panic? Let me know in the comments section below. All right, let's move on. Another crazy thing that's happened in PA, and this was on Labor Day. But yeah, there was a lady that drove and crashed into the Capona. Her name was Elizabeth Borer. So the Capona it's an annual celebration that they have in Harrisburg at Riverfront Park. And so yeah, so there's a place in Harrisburg called like City Island. That's where like the Harrisburg Senators, that's a minor league baseball team. That's where they play they games. And then they what they do is they close off like Front Street, which is right against the water, and then the bridge. There's a bridge, and then it's like a festival. It's like there's arts, there's all type of cultural performances. They bring carnival rides. It's all type of concessions, food, and things like that. Big festival, and it's always happens around Labor Day. Usually it's 3 days. I think this year was 4 days, so it went from Friday to Monday. And on the very last day, right when the vendors were closing up and closing up shop, so like people are still there. It's like it doesn't just because it's over at 6 o'clock don't mean that everybody's gone. Well, there was a scene where a woman, a deranged woman, runs through barricades and parked cars and where it's supposed to be blocked off street for people to walk on the whole street. I mean, kind of like block party style. She rams her car through there, and she ends up injuring three people. Right, so one was a kid, and then two were adults. The adults are in stable condition. The kid did survive, but the person that they are in critical condition. The only thing is with this is like this is one of those senseless crimes, one of those senseless things that I don't know if we're not gonna get a real answer about it until like this woman goes to trial or anything like that. There's really no details as to her motive or her reason for doing this. She looks though when you see her picture, and I'm gonna put her picture up here in post. But when you see her picture, she do look like she was 37-year-old woman, so she my age. I mean, she ain't like an old woman, but 37-year-old Caucasian woman, and she her teeth wasn't the greatest, so she probably do use some type of substances, and she just looked a little thrown off.